Um, this is card CHF, and I want to figure out how price use this fair value gap that we are seeing here. Is on a monthly chart. So this fair value gap, there is a way price reacted off it, and it was useful to frame a trade idea. And one thing I want to draw attention to is the price hits the midpoint of this monthly fair value gap, and we'll go to the weekly, daily to see what can be useful to us from this trade idea. And I want to show us how I figure it out, how I figured a good entry for this particular trade. Very, very simple. Just sharing my thoughts. Anyway, now on the weekly chart, as you can see, the weekly fair value gap, the monthly fair value gap right here. So we want to investigate this area here, how that price react off it. Meanwhile, price did not enter into this fair value gap here. So if one would have been waiting that price would enter into this fair value gap before it takes action, this price movement here downwards to this sell side liquidity would have eluded the person. So this is the weekly time frame, and then we want to check things around here. You can also go to your chart, check these things out. They are there for you to investigate and see how much lessons you've missed. Meanwhile, I'm bringing it to your attention. All right, so this is a weekly chart, and then I want to see how that the market moved from this fair value gap to this old low here as stop point, after which it began to blow down. And I have to add this, that part of what you want to be mindful of in the higher time frame is things like this fair value gaps. They are useful if you know how to trade it. Fair value gaps and old lows, they are very, very useful, and you can use it to form a great trade idea. Now to daily time frame, let's see. So this is the bigger fair value gap here. This is a bigger fair value gap, and this was the price action. The week you saw on the monthly time frame, this is it. And then I also marked out this fair value gap. This is a daily fair value gap. A daily fair value gap that is very important after price had hit this larger fair value gap. So we'll go down to 4 hours to see, and I'll just give some little insight about how things should have gone. So let's go on 4 hours time frame. Now seeing this, this is the monthly chart, the monthly fair value gap that I marked. Now these are fair value gaps, but this is the fair value gap we saw on the daily time frame. So preferably I wouldn't have done anything around this area of this larger fair value gap, because there's nothing. The market just came inside and broke down. I wasn't seeing things I could really trade off from, but I saw something here that was of interest to me, and that was this daily fair value gap. And we could see that price entered into it once and then enter the second time. Now the reaction that led to this downpour all over to this wood low here was the movement that really matters to me, and trying to like check it out and see what we can actually take from there. Now price hits this fair value gap here, this daily fair value gap, and we could see for sure that price just came down. It came down massively. It gave an impulsive move downward, very sharp movement, thereby forming a fair value gap. This red candle, this bearish candle with this impulsive move candle downward, and then you can actually see this green candle here. Now the fair value gap is formed between three candles. This first one, this large impulsive one, and this small one. This space between it is what we call fair value gap. Sorry, so we can see that price retraced into it and then begin to blow down from there again. So we'll go to the hourly charts to see other things we could take from there. So this price movement downward broke market structure here, and then if you use your fib, it would be around 50 or 62% retracement level. After getting there, we could of course see the reaction it gave downward again, and there is a another fair value gap formed. Price retraced into it and then whip down also. You can also see here that there is a small little fair value gap formed, and then there was this break of market structure here also, and then this candle that whipped higher, in fact, went and touched this bullish candle, which of course we can call an order block. So price when they hit it and then still went down again, massive movement downward, till eventually price came, entered a little into this larger fair value gap. Not this one that was marked on daily, but this larger one here, and then came to the midpoint, entered into this place, and then reversed. So this is how I usually want to use the fair value gap. When price hits the fair value gap, especially the daily fair value gap, it broke a short-term low here and then created a little fair value gap. It is at those points I really am interested in trading this kind of market, seeing a fair value gap after price have react off a larger fair value gap. It is really easy to trade off from. You see, market is just reacting off fair value gaps, and then going lower and lower like that. So this is a nice trade idea where you see price enter into fair value gaps, which are those are the things that actually move the market. Imbalances in the market and liquidity. So in this case, price moved from balancing a void, an imbalance, to entering into an area of liquidity here. And of course, after it had entered that area of liquidity and has taken it, it reversed. These are the things you want to be looking for on higher time frame. When you see an opposing, let me say a fair value gap, and you see an old low, you can actually target that for buyers and see how much you can glean from there. Very important. So let's check hourly time frame to see if we can see anything that'll be useful again. Now look at this. This is the fair value gap. Price came from the daily fair value gap, broke market structure, 1 hour, very important. This market has been bullish, but this last higher low was broken through, and retracement into the 4 hours fair value gap caused price to whip lower. I love to see a 1 hour break of market structure on Forex. Very, very important to me. I don't use 15 minutes, but a good candle close on 1 hour time frame beyond the last higher low confirms to me that a break of market structure that will move the price to the desired direction has occurred. And at the midpoint of the 4 hour fair value gap, price entered into it and then broke lower. Very important. Can you see that? So if you are able to frame this kind of trade idea, you could hold it for, let's say, this did not happen just a day. It's about 4 to 5 days. So you could hold this trade 4 to 5 days, taking profit at different junction. So it's just to draw our attention on how to trade fair value gaps, especially the ones you see on the monthly time frame. And for some of us who would have thought that we have missed like a kind of good position when we were not able to take the trade from here. Let me show it to us. This is not a missed opportunity actually. If you are not able to trade fair value gap from the origin here, it's not a missed opportunity. This one was another opportunity you could actually use to trade fair value gap. This is another opportunity when the daily fair value gap has formed. So price entered into it, broke lower, entered, broke lower, and stuff like that. So if I have missed it from here, I won't worry myself. I'll still look for more opportunities. I would have even tried to look out for price here if I would have gotten opportunity, but there wasn't so much I would have loved to trade here. I didn't see a break of market structure on 1 hour and then return to a fair value gap. So I wouldn't have traded this, but at least this one that gave this nice opportunity with a break of market structure on 4 hours and then a return to a fair value gap, I really want to stay there and look for opportunity. These are the kind of things I like to trade: break of market structure, return to other block, break market structure, return, and stuff like that. So you're welcome to go and check into your charts, see how these things work, and it's a whole lot. I'm going to be doing more of this as time goes on. Stay tuned. Have a good trading going forward. Bye for now.